Hi friends! Today I'm going to be making Eho-Maki Lucky Direction Sushi Roll. Eho-Maki is eaten on the Satsubun, the seasonal division for welcoming the beginning of spring. We should eat Eho-Maki facing the lucky direction of the year in silence. It's the most unique tradition of the year. Let's make the authentic style sushi roll. The ingredients are not fixed, but the number should be 7. The idea comes from the Japanese 7 god of good fortune. But I heard the 8 would be more powerful, so I add one more ingredient for my Ehomaki. Because it represents to expand, so I prefer 8 rather than 7. I will show you another Ehomaki later. There are no specific rules on what to roll in, so you can use tuna or salmon or avocado, whatever you want. The first thing we are going to do is rehydrate the dried ingredients. Soak dried mushroom in warm water for 2 to 3 hours until completely rehydrated. It takes the most to prepare, so better do it the day before. Put a small piece of plastic wrap directly on the mushroom to shorten the time. Next, rehydrate the Koya Tofu. It's a freezed and dried tofu. By freezing and drying the tofu, it has developed a unique texture. Soak in warm water for 15 to 20 minutes. We usually buy Koya Tofu at the supermarket, but you can make it at home by freezing the firm tofu. This is my homemade Koya Tofu. Just put the firm tofu in the freezer and leave it overnight until completely frozen. Defrost in the microwave oven. Next, let's rehydrate the Kampyo, a dried goat strip. I believe these ingredients are not popular outside Japan, so you can skip it. I just want to introduce the traditional ingredients for you guys. Kampyo has a unique texture with a comforting, earthy aroma. It's a long strip because it's shaped while rotating the goat. Let's cook half bag today. Rinse in cold water and rub with a half a teaspoon of salt. Rub until it's softened and then rinse under the running water. Boil for 10 minutes before seasoning. For the Koya Tofu, let's simmer in the tasty dashi. Bring 2 cups of dashi to a boil. Add 1 teaspoon of dashi powder, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1.5 tablespoon of soy sauce and mirin. The ratio is a little bit sweeter than the usual, but for sushi, it's perfect ratio. To cook Koya Tofu evenly, I always cook in a frying pan. Give it a gentle pressure between your palm and remove the excess water as much as you can. Place Koya Tofu in a single layer. Let's cook Kampyo side by side. Simmer about 15 to 20 minutes until almost all of the dashi is gone. Take out the Koya Tofu and leave the Kampyo in the frying pan. Add in half a tablespoon of mirin and soy sauce. Cook until almost all of the liquid is gone. Kampyo should taste richer than the Koya Tofu. Next, let's rehydrate the dried Shiitake Mushroom. This is my favorite and I think it's indispensable for sushi roll. Put rehydrated dried shiitake and water in a pot. Add in sugar. Cover and cook for 10 minutes to soften. After 10 minutes, add in soy sauce and mirin and cook until almost all of the liquid is gone. Next, let's make shrimp oboro. It's a kind of high-end shrimp furikake for sushi. Put the shrimp in the food processor and process until it looks like minced meat. If you don't have a food processor, mince it on a cutting board. Transfer to a pot, add in sugar and sake and a pinch of salt. Cook over medium heat until the moisture dries out. But it's not too dry. If you find any big chunks, take it out and chop on the cutting board. Set aside until used. Next, let's prepare the shrimp. Take out the vein using toothpick. And take off the head. Stick the wooden skewer through the meat to cook straight shrimp. Press it in the frying pan, sprinkle a pinch of salt and half a tablespoon of sake. Cover with a lid and cook for 3 minutes until it turns red. Cover with the lid and turn the heat off and leave a couple of minutes to cook with the remaining heat. Let it cool to room temperature. Peel off the shell and set aside. Cut the cucumber into sticks. Cut the seawater eel into sticks in the length of the nori seed. Put it in a frying pan and sprinkle sake to bring up the umami. Cook on low heat until heated through. Next, let's make tamagoyaki. Some of you have seen how to make tamagoyaki multiple times, but for you guys visiting this channel for the first time, let's walk you through the step-by-step instructions. Crack 2 eggs in the small measuring cup. Beat well until yolks and white blended well. Mix half a teaspoon of potato starch or cornstarch and 1 teaspoon of mentsuyu and 1 tablespoon of water. If you don't have mentsuyu, I'll put another ratio in the description box below. Mix all the ingredients well. Some people add sugar to the tamagoyaki for sushi. It's up to you. Heat your rectangle pan for tamagoyaki. Grease the inside well and pour the egg mixture. Run the surface with the egg mixture. When it's still wet on the surface, fold the omelette towards you. Grease the surface again and slide the omelette to the other side. Pour in the half of the rest of the mixture. Run the mixture under the cooked omelette. Fold it and repeat the process. And there you have it. Leave it until it comes to room temperature. I make tamagoyaki almost every day for my son's bento. It may sound strange, but he never gets bored with tamagoyaki. Now let's cook the sushi rice in a rice cooker. The cooking water should be less than usual because we are adding sushi vinegar afterwards. Adding a piece of Kampyo would make it even better. Now let's make sushi vinegar. I always make sushi vinegar myself and keep it in the fridge for any time I want to make the sushi. Put all the ingredients in the bottle, shake until the sugar dissolves. It's that easy. While cooking the rice, set all the ingredients beside you. Cut all the ingredients into the sticks. Slice the simmered dried shiitake mushroom. The ingredients are all set. Let's prepare the sushi rice. Transfer the freshly cooked rice in a bowl and pour in the sushi vinegar. It looks a lot, but it's the perfect ratio. Toss to coat all the grains of the sushi rice. Make sure you do not smash the grain. I don't think you need a fan to dry out the excess moisture for this much of the rice quickly before seasoning all the grain. Cover with the clean cloth to prevent drying out. Now let's finish the sushi roll. Take out one piece of nori seed from the bag and put it in. Place it shiny side down. Sushi rice we have just prepared is for 5 sushi rolls. Place 1/5 of the rice on the nori seed. Drop a spoonful of rice on the nori seed and spread it with your rice scoop. This is my way to spread the rice on the nori seed because I don't want to use my bare hand, even if your hands are clean. I got this idea from my work when I was making a rolled cake. Be careful not to smash your grain and do not push too hard. It will make hard sushi roll. It's not easy to eat. Leave half an inch space on the end. Place the ingredients in the center of the rice. Pick up the edge of the sushi mat and go over the ingredients and reach the other end. Pull back to tighten the roll. Roll forward to make a nice round shape. There you have it, the authentic sushi roll. Let's take a look from the other angle. And this is my dream sushi roll. The main ingredient is tamagoyaki. I love it. Some people don't like the nori, so instead of nori, I suggest making it with a thin omelette. And I think this is more durable. Beat egg well and add in potato starch solution and a pinch of salt. Potato starch makes a firm, thin omelette, so you can use it as a wrapper. Grease the frying pan well and run half the egg mixture all over the surface. Flip it over and cook the other side. Take it out onto the bamboo mat. You can make 2 thin omelettes from 1 egg. Make a sushi roll just like nori seed. I am using crab sticks instead of shrimp. You can use avocado or sweet and savory beef. Play around with the fillings. And there you have it. Nori seed is sometimes hard to chew for the older people, so if you have older people in your family, it's a good idea to make it with omelette. Now let's eat facing south-southeast. It tastes so good. My son said this is the best sushi roll he has ever had in his life. It takes time, but it's totally worth it. I hope you learned something from this video, and I hope you will give this recipe a try. Thank you for watching the video. Give me a big thumbs up and share the video with your friends and families. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Follow me on the social media and tag me on your post if you give it a try. And go to my website for the printable recipe and more information. And my store on Amazon has pretty much everything that I'm using in my video. Stay safe and stay healthy, and I will see you soon. Bye!